Now, why is it sideways? Oh, this is ghetto. Sorry guys, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see. Hey, how is Vegas for coming back from Chicago? Well, I'm from Vegas, so I mean, it's a fishbowl out here. It's very tiny. It was very easy to get back to working out here. Chicago was pros and cons, but more cons than pros. Let me try and flip this. But I still go back to Chicago to work because I have a lot of clients out there now. But yeah, no, I can't. I can't go back out there to live full time. It's too much of a headache. Too many low vibrational people. And like I worked all over Chicago. I worked, in all honesty, if I were to go back, I would have to probably be in the downtown area where I was before. But a lot of clients don't that actually live in Chicago, they don't like to go downtown. Like it's too much of a hassle. They don't like to pay for parking. So yeah. Most people that live in Chicago do not like to go downtown. Kind of similar to Vegas. We don't like to go on the strip. It's just too many people, too many wild people visiting, all types of stuff. It's nice when people are visiting. Other than that, I'm not downtown. And two, it's more expensive. But I liked downtown Chicago. I lived downtown Chicago. I was staying in a condo downtown off the lake when I was living out there. So it wasn't too bad. I have a lot of cuticle. Who's that? Kizzy, I've never done a live on YouTube. I never do lives on YouTube. I usually do lives on my Instagram page. It's just so hard for me to work and then also read comments as well. I have literally 3 phones so I can work and talk to you guys. Is it going to work? Okay. What are my favorite clients? Vegas or Chicago? Okay, everybody's different everywhere you go, but one thing I will say about my Chicago clients, they will not go to anybody else. I haven't been there in a month and they will walk around with no nails. They do not cheat. They're super loyal in Chicago. That's one thing I will say. Compared to here in Vegas, people here in Vegas are looking more so for, I won't say they're not looking more so for pricing, but pricing really matters. Out there in Chicago, they don't care. They don't care how much it is. If your work is good, they'll stick with you. Here in Vegas, it's a very transient city, so they're looking for the best prices compared to Chicago clients. But I will say, a lot of places are kind of like that. Vegas is very different. It's a tourist city. What'd she say? But Chicago clients are way loyal, way more loyal. Now, when it comes to other stuff, for instance, being on time, I don't really like that a lot of the times. Hold on one second. With working in Chicago compared to Vegas, I don't know if it was like a communication skill or I don't know. It was very lacking. Time management with those clients it was really bad. And I like to be on time. I'm usually early, so I had to create really strict policies with them to kind of help weed out people that wanted to show up 30 minutes later. But I will say when it comes to the beauty industry in Chicago compared to here, I've noticed in Chicago, like hairstylists, like they would run behind, barbers run behind, like everybody would run behind and think that was okay. I didn't think that was okay. If you book me for 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna be sitting here at 9:30 waiting for you. So they were used to people being late all the time. I don't deal with that. Early's on time is late, late is unacceptable. Like, that's just how I am. I'm just deciding to jump into this and I need your guidance. I would like to know where you start and how to follow you to get more notes. I do have, well, I'm gonna start back my Patreon back in October. I have a mentorship that I do with a lot of people. But I have a lot of YouTube videos talking about how I started, but I will say the way that I started doing nails is not that common for most nail techs. Usually nail techs will graduate school and go straight to a salon. When I graduated nail school, I went strictly into a booth rental because I had clientele already. Like, my third client was a celebrity. So my experience is a little bit different than those of like a typical nail technician, but I do have a mentorship where I do explain like how to work with salons, how to find a really good salon, things to look out for, and things of that nature. But I do like to tell people the way that I do nails, not the way that I do nails, my career and my journey is not typical for average nail technicians. It just isn't. But I really will say it just depends on your connections. That's what really matters in this industry. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that comes with any job, honestly. To traveling. Traveling has really helped. But ultimately, starting in a regular salon, I say this to all new nail techs, you need to go to a regular salon. Because you're going to graduate school and nobody's going to know who you are. You're not going to have clients. People aren't going to just look on your Instagram page and be like, oh, I want to book with her. Like, nobody knows you. So that's something that a lot of nail techs that have been noticing post-COVID have been kind of like, what I'm trying to say. They've been having an issue with that. I've been talking to a lot of new nail techs and they're like, I don't have clients. How do I get clients? You have to go to shop. Nobody knows you, and it's oversaturated now post-COVID with nail technicians. Another thing as well, when it comes to newer nail technicians, in all honesty, I know a lot of people look on Instagram and they see all the cute nails and stuff like that. That is rare occasion. Like, unless you start getting your clientele up to where you're doing nothing but nail art, but that takes time. You're not going to just jump out of... Typically, you're not going to just jump out of nail school and start doing nail art. That's just not realistic. Like, it just isn't. You have to find those type of clients that want that, because not everybody wants that. Most people want ombres and simple stuff. Simple, traditional nails. So you have to work until you can get up to the point where you have nothing but nail art clients. And even then, like, I've had to upsell a lot of my traditional clients to getting nail art. It takes time, I will say that. A lot of them can be uncomfortable, but once they see your level of nail art, then they'll be more willing to try it. What do you mean, overcome the stresses from videos? Do I feel I've been able to overcome the stresses from videos? Well, I don't know what you mean by that. One thing I will say with my career, having my own platform for myself kind of has made things a little bit harder for my career. Because I have a voice and I have a platform, and a lot of businesses, you guys can clearly see on my YouTube channel, some of my videos have 50,000 views and stuff. Like, most shops, if they do something wrong and then I go talk about them, now they have a bad reputation. So that's something that I will say has been a hindrance. Or making a name for myself in general. Most nail technicians do not have a platform for themselves. What e-file? Girl, this is some type of generic drill. As long as it works and gets the job done. I don't even know what this is called. It doesn't even have a name on it. Let me see. It literally says portable grinding machine. But this is the drill that I have. I did have a what was that thing called? I had a not a Mini Pro. That's a really good one. Koopa's a good one too. I had a Melody Susie, I think that's what it was called. I have a YouTube video talking about the first drill that I've ever had. I don't remember it, but this one that I have no clue. Let me see if I have the box still. I don't still have the drill, guys. I don't know what type of drill this is, but I think it has 3,500 RPMs. And the only reason why I got a new drill is because my handle got a short on it. I usually keep my drill on my work bag, like I'm wearing right now. You guys can't see it, but I keep it attached to my work bag, and then I got a shortage on it, so I had to get a new one. Excuse me. Okay. It's so crazy how she just changed. Like literally.
Constantly too.
Influence of other people. I know what I want to watch. I want to watch Clueless. That's my second favorite movie. Have you ever seen that one?
She dates her stepfather.
Oh God.
I don't like it.
You totally forgot about that, didn't you?
I don't
Listen.
like that. I don't like that. That's the Clueless. I like Paul Rudd, but
You didn't have to ruin that for me. I don't remember that.
Did your parents get divorced and then you know stuff?
still don't get what you're saying.
That's what confuses me.
Was that really?
You totally forgot about that?
I never paid attention. I never paid attention to
Like,
that.
her and her stepbrother fell in love with each other.
90s were a different time. That's, I didn't. Oh my gosh.
That's why they started it.
I was definitely clueless to that part. I did not know that at all.
That's Clueless, right? Where she gets with her stepson?
Please stop. I want to be
I
delusional.
watched it for the first time and then I was just like at the end of the impression I was just like
I thought that was like her dad's like student or something like that. Were their parents divorced?
Yeah, they like divorced, and
No,
then
like where, like the.
I'm
so like towards the end of it, they like her the mom and dad got divorced, so
okay.
they were no longer stepbrother and stepsister.
Okay, see?
But it's still weird.
It is still. Did they grow up together, like in the same house?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. That's gross. That's gross.
Yeah.
Did it take you a long time to did it take me a long time to do how I learned it?
If you said it was like your all-time favorite movie, I would have been looking at you, though.
No, Mean Girls is my all-time favorite. This one right here, that's my second favorite movie. To answer your question, I started working on my dominant hand while I was in school. That was something my teacher told us, like if we wanted to do our own nails, it would be good to start practicing in school. The first set that I ever did on myself on both hands took me about 12 hours to do. It was really hard for me, but I was super determined to get it down. When I was in nail school, I was taking the full-time program for 6 months, and we were only required 600 hours, but I stayed extra. I got 200 extra hours. Another thing also in nail school they told us was they wanted us to wear nails. If we wanted to know how to do nails with nails, it would be really good to wear nails at the same time. So I won't say it took me a long time. It's just I've been doing my dominant hand since I started doing nails. I am a little rusty, I will say, because I haven't done my nails in like months. Because like even though I've been back in Vegas since last October, I officially moved back this past April. I went and got my truck and drove back cross country. But I still have my storage unit in Chicago when I work and stuff. I also go down to Atlanta. I'm licensed down there as well. Is it a slower pace for you with using your dominant hand?
I could recite your house. You know, when people have it on the screen and then they just recite it. That would be one of them.
I won't say it's slower for me. When it comes to nails, I guess it's a little slower, but even when it comes to like, I draw and I also play instruments. I play 7 instruments, so like, I know how to draw and paint with both of my hands. So doing nails, I'm a little bit slower, but I don't think I'm that much slower. But just practice, like practice makes perfect. Like don't be intimidated by it. Like even though I may move a lot really fast, one thing I always tell nail techs, like when I was practicing back in nail school, like I wouldn't take a break until I got something done like correctly. Like I would miss lunch, I would miss breakfast. Like I was super tunnel vision when I was in nail school. So like I would do boot camps with myself. I did a lot of practicing, and I still practice to this day. Like, even though I'm a licensed nail tech, I've been doing nails for 4 years, I still will practice at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like always working on my speed. I don't know if I want to sculpt. I haven't sculpted my nails in a very long time. I'll probably do a sculpted set and then tips on it. Sculpting takes a lot longer than doing tips, of course, because you're building out everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm gonna get off of my live right now so I can really focus. These lights are kind of hot. I'm not gonna even lie. This is my first time being on live on YouTube, but I will do live more often so you guys can see and check out what I'm doing.
Oh no, you're good. And then my number is also